Everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. I am, of course, Dominic here on the Bad Wrestling channel. And we enter episode 81 of our series with the King of the Ring pay-per-view. And how could you have the King of the Ring pay-per-view without our Raw General Manager, that man making his way to the ring, King Booker. Now, King Booker has entered himself into the King of the Ring tournament via suspicious means, I will say. Considering he is the Raw General Manager, I assume he thought to himself, let's not make an easy match for me to get into this card and this pay-per-view. So King Booker went one-on-one with Kurt Hawkins. Yes, you heard me correctly, Kurt Hawkins, to get put into this matchup. However, it will not be an easy task for King Booker here tonight, as he is going to have to go one-on-one against the man he drafted first in the overall draft back in October, right after WrestleMania, AJ Styles. So AJ Styles, the first draft pick by King Booker, versus the man who calls himself the King of the Ring every time he speaks, Booker T. However, that's right now. But there are some news regarding the WWE title match later on tonight from King Booker himself. He said, and I quote, tweeting out, "As I was getting ready for my King of the Ring matches, I was informed that Johnny Gargano is not fit to compete in the WWE title triple threat match. So I have decided that Shinsuke Nakamura will face Tommaso Ciampa in an Extreme Rules match." Now, of course, that match was meant to be Johnny Gargano versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tommaso Ciampa. However, in case you didn't see Monday Night Raw, Tommaso Ciampa attacked Johnny Gargano repeatedly, brutalizing him, putting him through the announce table, until Johnny Gargano just couldn't physically stand and could not compete here tonight. However, AJ Styles is not looking forward to a triple threat match. He's looking forward to potentially entering in the main event of our pay-per-view here tonight against either Brock Lesnar or Finn Balor. Both men from SmackDown, Balor and Lesnar, most likely watching here tonight this first round of our King of the Ring tournament. As we get right into it here, King Booker, AJ Styles, immediately locking horns here tonight. King Booker, the Raw General Manager, AJ Styles, a focal point of the Raw division, looking very even here tonight. An elbow to the face, and then again, okay, King Booker out-strengthening his opponent here tonight and showing off a little bit of some more strength there with a power slam, however, reversed with the strike. AJ Styles has never really used his repertoire of grappling. He's much more of a striker, as we are seeing here tonight. However, King Booker, with a Russian leg sweep, takes down AJ Styles in our opening matchup. As King Booker picks him up, AJ Styles takes him down with a hip toss. Both men want to be named the King of the Ring. Now, King Booker, he's already got the crown and cape along with a king. However, AJ Styles seemingly wants to take away that crown and cape here tonight as a shoulder tackle connects by Booker T. The Raw General Manager here tonight, however, reverse slapping the hand, and then picks him up, drops him on his spine there. And AJ Styles has the crowd support here tonight. This crowd is red hot for our King of the Ring pay-per-view. As King Booker, look at this now. He's trying to get the support of the crowd as well. And King Booker runs back into the ring. Punch to the face reversed into an elbow. And now the strikes being shown, however, reversed by King Booker. Booker grabbing him here. Punch to the head for good measure. A huge right hand. And King Booker, the cocky king here tonight, might be a little bit over cocky as he gets thrown halfway across the ring from the middle turnbuckle by the Phenomenal One. And AJ Styles now with the strikes once again. King Booker gets a big clothesline there by AJ Styles. And once again, Booker T rolls to the outside. Maybe a smart idea, or maybe not. King Booker gets dropped down by AJ Styles, who risked it all. And it paid off with a big body splash off the top turnbuckle. And Styles now back on the attack here. Goes for the cover. First cover in the matchup. Not even a 1 count by the Phenomenal One. As Styles picks him up, slams him down. Here tonight. It's AJ Styles or King Booker's time here tonight to prove who is the real best in the ring. Or king of the ring, I guess you could say. As AJ Styles dropped him down on his knee. The back of the head, and it looks like King Booker rolls over again. AJ Styles back up top. Changes his mind, kicks him in the abdomen there. And now bounces off the ropes. Knee miss there, connects with the mat. And AJ Styles, his knee might be in serious pain here tonight. And King Booker taking advantage of another right hand to the head. And then right after the leg there as he's grounded. And now look at this. Definitely seeming the focal point going after the leg and knees of AJ Styles as a chop to the chest. And again, kick to the stomach by King Booker as a kick to the face there. A big super kick by the general manager. As Booker now stares at him. Oh, look at this roll-up victory potentially in the sights of King Booker. 2. No, and a 2 count there. The roll-up pin did not get the job done. King Booker trying desperately here tonight. Any measure of success that King Booker can gain on AJ Styles is enough to go on into the tournament. And potentially the main event here tonight. Styles thrown into the corner. King Booker wants to leave here tonight, your king. He has AJ Styles up at the top turnbuckle. About to slam down, it seems. These two about to crash and burn. Oh my god. AJ Styles is down, but King Booker seems to have definitely caused himself some pain as well. High risk, ladies and gentlemen, maneuver. And it looks like a bookend to AJ Styles' showing here in our pay-per-view. And oh! AJ Styles kicking out here tonight in the King of the Ring tournament. AJ Styles knows that he wants desperately to prove to General Manager King Booker, the man he is facing against, that he deserves a shot at a World Championship potentially in the future. However, after this match, we will see a triple threat. Not between Gargano, Ciampa, and Nakamura, however, between Drew, McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and The Miz for the United States title. We'll see that in a little bit. However, AJ Styles picks up King Booker, and it looks like he's going for a submission hold, trying to tap out the King. Trying to tap out the general manager, Booker T. Will he be able to do it? I have no idea. These two, King Booker holding on for dear life desperately. Desperately trying to grasp any sort of escape, and he gets it. As Booker grabs him here, and that signature Booker T kick connects. And it looks like the signature kick is followed by the signature spinneroonie. But however, AJ Styles doesn't matter. He's not here to play games or to play with some spinneroonies. He's here for a win, and that's why he just hit a big roll up and then into a Pele kick. And Styles here tonight, the elbow here in our King of the Ring tournament. As now Styles, another elbow connects. Staring down his opponent, however, King Booker throws him over the top. Punch to the head, reversed by AJ. And Styles, phenomenal forearm out of nowhere. Busting open The general manager. The cover. 1, 2, and no. Just barely kicking out, ladies and gentlemen. As Styles stares down King Booker thinking, what the hell does he have to do here tonight? And quite frankly, I don't know what to tell him. However, spiral tap, miss, landing hard on the mat. And Styles is not done. Enziguri connects. The adrenaline is pumping for AJ Styles. He knows that it only took one more second for him to defeat King Booker as another spinebuster connects by the general manager. And Booker T, he's staring at his hand, calling for it. The crowd watching. What is he waiting for here? Kicks him in the stomach as soon as he gets up. AJ Styles gains the scissor kick from King Booker, and it could be over here. The referee running over. 1, 2, no! And this match continues here tonight. The King of the Ring pay-per-view still hanging in the balance. The King of the Ring tournament still hanging in the balance as King Booker has him up top. We already saw a back suplex from the top turnbuckle. Will we see perhaps a superplex from Booker T here? Oh, and it connects! AJ Styles has taken so much punishment. Even if he wins, even if either of these two win, I don't know how they're going to be able to compete later on tonight in the main event. However, a 2 count, and no, and AJ Styles kicks out, big 2 count there. And then a drop kick to the back, definitely a focal point for the general manager. He's taken so much punishment to the back, the bookend, 2 superplexes off the top. Crashing and burning from a spiral tap miss. AJ Styles has taken so much punishment, and King Booker knows it. However, Styles reverses, hits him down there. And Styles now going back up to... What are you doing? You've already flown so many times here tonight. However, he's trying to go for it again. Spiral tap this time does not miss. And AJ Styles, now the phenomenal one, staring at him here tonight. His opponent, his adversary. These two absolutely going to war here tonight. And a punch to the head. AJ Styles, oh, picking him up. Picks up King Booker as AJ Styles connects. And Styles looking down at King Booker. Punch to the face, reversed into a kick to the stomach. A punch to the head by King Booker. And Booker now has him. And now the furious strikes by Raw's general manager here. And the King of the Ring tournament miss. He misses him. Punches him in the back. And AJ Styles. Oh, what the hell? AJ Styles. Oh. Styles Clash connects there into the corner. Will it be enough out of nowhere? 2, 3. AJ Styles moves on in the King of the Ring tournament. What a match we just witnessed between these two. AJ Styles and King Booker went to war here tonight, but AJ Styles goes on to the main event of our pay-per-view as we move on to the next matchup here tonight. King Booker walking away, blood pouring. Ladies and gentlemen, from the King of the Ring semi-final to a matchup that is about the United States title. Now that man right there, Dolph Ziggler, he is the exact focal point and middle of all the controversy surrounding the title. Dolph Ziggler has made an absolute enemy out of The Miz, the current United States champion. Dolph Ziggler feels that he has proven himself time and time again, defeating people like Matt Hardy, who even went broken due to Dolph Ziggler kicking him so hard he gave him a concussion, or I don't even know, some sort of head injury. We still haven't really talked to him at all. since, like, last year. But either way, Dolph Ziggler has been in the middle of all the controversy surrounding the United States title. And Drew McIntyre, last minute, joining this matchup. Okay, it was Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler, and admittedly, due to the help of The Miz, Drew McIntyre defeated Dolph Ziggler, who was the #1 contender. Then, King Booker, the man who just lost to AJ Styles, hopefully he's okay, doctors checking on him in the back, after such a war those two had. King Booker decided Drew McIntyre could perhaps, since defeating the #1 contender for the US title, perhaps he might earn a spot in this matchup. So Drew McIntyre, an unstoppable force we have seen throughout our series, defeated The Miz, the United States champion. Dolph Ziggler was banned from ringside. And Drew McIntyre earned himself a spot in this matchup as The Miz here tonight walks out with that United States title. Will this be the last time he walks out with that championship? I have no idea. But The Miz has proven very much to be a force to be reckoned with in our universe mode. I know, shocking to me too. But The Miz, the cowardly heel, or the brilliant ring psychologist, I'll leave that to you. Your opinions of The Miz and my opinions of The Miz do not have to be the same. However, what is factual is that The Miz has a 1 out of 3 chance of winning this match and retaining that United States title. Same thing could be said for either of his opponents tonight. Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and The Miz. Here we go. The United States Championship on the line. Bell has rung, and Dolph Ziggler goes out. Look at this, The Miz definitely making sure not to be a part of this matchup as of yet. However, takes advantage when he can. Again, whatever you want to say. Either a coward or ring psychologist. Knowing exactly when to pick his moments, goes after Dolph, or goes after Drew McIntyre, I should say. As Dolph Ziggler gets a kick to the a kick to the leg there. Again, The Miz backing off, allowing Drew McIntyre to go after Dolph Ziggler, and then immediately goes after Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, in my opinion, is the biggest threat to this matchup. Okay, The Miz and Dolph Ziggler have already met each other in the ring. They've went to war over the United States title several times. Drew McIntyre, a fairly new addition to this feud that we are seeing between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. So Drew McIntyre not only has the unpredictability factor, but has proven time and time again that he is a dominating presence. He's even beaten both of these two men single-handedly, as Drew McIntyre with the fury of strikes there. And now going after Dolph Ziggler here tonight. Luthez press by Drew McIntyre, staring down at his opponents. And The Miz gets up here, it seems, behind Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre kicks him in the face. A brutal kick to the head. However, Dolph Ziggler with the strikes to the leg there. Following this matchup, we'll be seeing Ronda Rousey versus BAYLEY for the SmackDown Women's title. A war that I can assure you will be absolutely intense and amazing to watch. However, right now, The Miz goes after Dolph Ziggler. These two have also had many wars as well between each other. But tonight, it's not just them, and Dolph Ziggler, realizing that, goes after Drew McIntyre, and then right back to The Miz. And The Miz gets up here, goes to kick him in the stomach, reversed. And The Miz, once again, just rolls to the outside, just pointing at him, watching Drew and Dolph fight it out. Drew McIntyre, however, goes for the cover behind the back of The Miz, and The Miz stopping. Here's saying, look at this, trying again, trying to be a little bit cowardly, trying to pick his moments, trying to reach out to get, oh my god, to grab Drew McIntyre as a pile driver connects. A brutal pile driver connects as now The Miz with a big suplex here tonight. And The Miz goes after him here, kicks him in the stomach. Has his eyes set on potentially pinning the Scotsman here tonight. And the cover, no. Dolph Ziggler here tonight. Breaking it up. The Miz drops him down. And a kick to the face for good measure. And Drew McIntyre, however, gets a big power slam as everybody not really paying attention. And that's exactly the wrong maneuver in a triple threat match as Dolph Ziggler, out of nowhere, connects the zigzag. Dolph Ziggler goes for the cover. Drew McIntyre's down. 1, 2, 3, and Dolph Ziggler, out of nowhere, pins The Miz here at the King of the Ring pay-per-view. And Dolph Ziggler, he's been saying it. He's been trying to prove it for months. He deserves a shot at the United States title. He got it at Super Showdown. Was furious that he lost to The Miz. Low-blowed him. And then the feud continued on here tonight for the King of the Ring pay-per-view. But in the end, Dolph Ziggler, I mean, a clean win. Absolutely a clean win for that man, Dolph Ziggler, beating both Drew McIntyre and The Miz in a very quick triple threat match. Walks away with the US title as we move on to the final match of our first part of the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Well, anyways, from the Raw side of things, we move on to SmackDown and the SmackDown Women's title. Ronda Rousey, quite like Drew McIntyre, a very last-minute addition to the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Ronda Rousey was included into this matchup after returning, picking her moment to return for a #1 contenders match for the SmackDown Women's title. She went toe-to-toe with Carmella, a woman who, in my opinion, has definitely proven herself as well throughout our universe mode. However, Ronda Rousey, she was here in the beginning. She was on Friday Night SmackDown in the beginning. Okay, she was on it pretty much weekly, going after the SmackDown Women's title for the first ever SmackDown Women's title, being involved in a tournament, losing that tournament, and then pretty much disappearing, going off to train harder, and she has returned right before our King of the Ring pay-per-view to go after that woman and her title that's wrapped around her waist, BAYLEY, defeating Shayna Baszler by cashing in the Money in the Bank. BAYLEY makes her way to the ring. Some people might say she's not worthy of that title because of the Money in the Bank. Hell, she wasn't even meant to be in our Universe Mode series. Because, well, BAYLEY, she was in NXT, won a match in NXT to be brought into the Money in the Bank matchup, and since she won the Money in the Bank, I guess she was just drafted to SmackDown, cashed in, and won the SmackDown Women's title. So from being not even a part of our series to being champion facing against Ronda Rousey, BAYLEY has definitely improved her career over the past few months. But tonight, BAYLEY, her ultimate challenge, I could say, since winning that title, As the referee showing Ronda Rousey and BAYLEY the championship. Perhaps the one that Ronda Rousey will gain, or the one BAYLEY will sneak away here tonight with. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd immediately chanting for Ronda Rousey as Ronda goes after BAYLEY again. Immediately going after our champion here. Slams her down. Ronda Rousey very close to becoming the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. Since the draft back in October after WrestleMania. She's going up against BAYLEY to potentially gain that SmackDown Women's title here tonight. As Ronda and BAYLEY scoring off here tonight. Ronda Rousey immediately with the furious strikes here tonight. Ronda Rousey's all business here as a punch to the head again. Okay, she doesn't care who you are. She doesn't care what you do. Ronda Rousey, what she does is beat the hell out of her opponents. As BAYLEY picks up Ronda Rousey, throws her into the barricade there. The count of 1 by the ref. Kicks her in the stomach there. Now BAYLEY, the only way she can lose is by pinfall or submission inside that ring. Disqualifications and countouts, of course, don't matter to BAYLEY, because even though she might lose the matchup, she might keep the title, or maybe she'll just pin Ronda Rousey right now. Only a 1 count off of BAYLEY to belly very early on in this matchup. But yeah, the champion's advantage goes to BAYLEY here tonight, as now she's up on top. It goes for an elbow drop, and her legs landing on Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, however, goes after her here tonight. Just like here tonight, as a fighter should. Even if you're hurt, you keep fighting. You keep trying to throw everything you have at your opponent here. As a punch to the face again. Ronda Rousey definitely slowing the pace after that awkward landing. However, an elbow to the head. Reversed into a kick to the abdomen there. Almost to the leg it could have been, but depending on the camera angle. As Ronda Rousey goes after BAYLEY here tonight. Punch to the face by the challenger. These two women seemingly fighting on the outside quite a lot. Now, I mentioned the champion's advantage. Well, hold on a second. Before I get back to my point, Ronda Rousey, the Piper's Pit on the outside. BAYLEY absolutely not looking good here tonight. Ronda Rousey just resets the count. Just resetting the count, and then an elbow to the face again. And Rousey picks up BAYLEY here tonight. Throws her. Oh my god. Ronda Rousey does not give a damn here tonight. Goes after BAYLEY. And Rousey stares down at her opponent, potentially setting up the victory here. Kicks her in the stomach, reversed. BAYLEY turns it around. Grabs her here. The BAYLEY Plex connects. Now, I mentioned the champion's advantage because, Ronda Rousey is such a difficult woman to beat. BAYLEY, she just has to, I don't even know, she could potentially just go outside, grab a steel chair, and then hit Ronda Rousey and win the match, but it doesn't look like that's what she's doing, as BAYLEY, what the hell, kicks her in the head there. An interesting drop kick maneuver to Ronda Rousey. The count of 1 by the ref. BAYLEY giving it her all here tonight, throws her into the barricade again. The count of 2 by the ref. And now the punches to the outside, or punches to Ronda Rousey on the outside as she's leaning against that barricade. Here in the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Ronda Rousey and BAYLEY here, battling on the outside. The count of 5 by the ref. Count of 6. Kicks her in the stomach. And Ronda throws her back into the ring. There goes the champion. As BAYLEY gets picked up here. And Ronda Rousey back to the strikes again. However, an elbow here tonight reversed. And BAYLEY looking at Ronda Rousey here tonight. Monkey flip connects by BAYLEY. And BAYLEY now here tonight goes for a maneuver. trying to gain the momentum back onto her side. However, gets I think an elbow. Perhaps a knee. Oh, just throwing her body at her, it seems. Ronda Rousey just did. As now going after Bayley. And now Ronda Rousey with her own sequence here tonight connects with the clothesline. And Rousey here tonight looks furious. Looks like she needs that championship. And now goes for the... It looks like she's going for the armbar, but that is a little close to the ropes. And Bayley uses the rope break here tonight. However, an elbow. The elbow just crunching under the boot of Ronda Rousey. And Rousey gets a DDT there, a backwards DDT. Ronda having to go through Carmella to get through this matchup, which is definitely no easy task. However, Bayley has already pinned Carmella. She hasn't pinned that woman, Ronda Rousey. As Bayley just slammed her into the corner. And it looks like she's not done here. King of the Ring pay-per-view here tonight. We are watching on as Bayley... What does she have in mind? Bayley is definitely in so much pain here tonight. Definitely seeming like she's trying to slow down the pace. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Oh my god. Splash it onto Ronda Rousey. The fist landing hard on the challenger. Bayley, the champion, throws Rousey into the crowd. And now the count of 4 by the referee. And now both of these women here tonight seemingly spilling into the crowd. The count of 5 goes for a punch. Miss. Gets countered into a punch to the head. And now Bayley and Rousey fighting on into the crowd now. The count is 7. And now the strikes by Bayley here. Okay, just not giving up here tonight. The count of 8 throws her into the barricade. Miss. And the count of 8, the count of 9 now. And Ronda Rousey gets thrown into the barricade now. And Bayley trying to run back. Definitely trying to use that champion's advantage, as I mentioned before. However, not a really satisfying conclusion. Bayley defeats Ronda Rousey in the final match of our first part of our King of the Ring pay-per-view. We will continue on with this pay-per-view tomorrow, if you're watching this when this goes up. However, Bayley, does not defeat Ronda Rousey, but she does leave here tonight the champion, as that's going to have to be the end of this episode here on our WWE 2K19 Universe mode. If you guys like to, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I am, of course, Dominic, and have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.